She's gonna give it a listen right now. I'll treasure this recording forever.
安心しろ。何があろうと言わない。俺が守る。
Yeet! He really just yeeted some panties. Kiryu-san, you okay? Oh no. Whoa, 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 whoa! Who leaves panties just laying around like that? Koyuki, those panties. You really do wear. Where Kiryu-san, you looked? What a pervert, Kiryu-san. Itchy, sketchy, no touchy. Okay, so, a whole nother day where we will be definitely finishing up everything to do with Forshine here. And then I might go and finish Clan Creator today as well, and then do whatever sub-stories we have left for the chapter. And yeah, that's pretty much the plans for the day. Let's just get this part out of the way.
あ、そうそう、キリュウさん。この前ついに私あれになっちゃった。
あれ？
恥ずかしいんだけど、ぎっくり腰になっちゃったの。
ぎっくり腰？
はあ、ちょっと年齢感じちゃった。めちゃくちゃ痛いのよね、あれ。全然動けなくて。
それは大変だったな。言ってくれれば駆けつけたんだが。
本当？でも駆けつけてくれても、キリュウさん何してくれるの？
キララの足になろう。
足に？
キララを背負って歩いてもいいし、キララの代わりに買い物に行ってもいいぜ。ぎっくり腰になると身の回りのことをこなすのも大変だからな。
キリュウさん、ありがとう。そうなの。当たり前のことが結構できなくて。そんなに尽くしてくれるんなら、キリュウさんを呼べばよかった。
次になった時は呼んでくれ。いつでも足になってやるぜ。
ありがとう、キリュウさん。ああ、早くもう一回ならないかな。
おいおい。だが病気になると健康のありがたみを感じるよな。
そうですね。健康なうちは一人でも大丈夫だけど、病気や怪我しちゃうと一人で生きるってほんと大変。改めて誰かそばにいてくれる人が欲しいなって思いました。
キララは今そういう人はいないのか。引く手あまたのように見えるが。
全然なんですよね。どこかにいい男はいないかしら。
なんなら紹介するぜ。
え、本当？
Oh my god, yes, go meet Majima.
俺なんかどうだ？
え、キリュウさん？
ああ、まあ不器用だし、キララに見合うような相手じゃないかもしれんがな。
そんなことないと思うけど、 本気で言ってくれてるなら私も。
まあ現実的には無理だけど。
無理？
店長がキャストに手を出すのはご法度らしいからな。こんなにいい女が目の前にいるのに切ないぜ。
なら店長を辞めた時には私とお付き合いしても問題なくなりますよね。
ああ、そうなるな。
なら早く辞めてくれないかななんてね。冗談です。
そういえばあれからフォーシャインはどうだ？無事に馴染めたか？
おかげさまで。自分から話しかけてきっかけを作ったら若い子たちとも仲良くなれたわ。
それはよかった。
特に小雪ちゃん、あの子は可愛いし人懐っこいしいい子ね。
ああ、そうだな。まあまだどんくさいところはあるか。
でもあの子は将来的に伝説のキャバ嬢になりうる逸材だと思う。私が言うんだから間違いないわ。昔のユキさんに似ているわね。
確かに小雪もユキに憧れてこの世界に入ったくらいだからな。
あんな素敵な子に憧れてもらえてユキさんが羨ましいわね。
キララも憧れられる存在だと思うぜ。
そうかしら。
ああ、もし露骨に口に出すやつがいなくてもみんなの顔を見ればわかる。キララみたいになりたい。どいつもこいつもそんな目をしてるぜ。
ほんと？お世辞でも嬉しいわ。
お世辞じゃないさ。キララはそういう存在だ。だからずっと輝き続けてくれよ。
桐生さんありがとう。その期待に応えないとね。
しかし順風満帆のように見えるキララでも誰かを羨ましく思ったりするんだな。
そりゃそうよ。私は正直少し前までの伝説のキャバ嬢だった私は好きじゃないし。
どうしてだ？
あの頃の私は誰にも負けたくないっていう気持ちだけで働いてたの。お客様のためでもお店のためでもない、私のプライドのために働いてた。結果的にそれで生活は満たされていたけど心は満たされないままだった。お客様のこともどうやってお金を引きずり出せるかばかりで、その人の生活や幸せなんて考えなかった。お客様を第一に考えるフォーシャインやユキさんとは真逆よね。とんだ未熟者だわ。
キララ、
私はきっとそんな真逆のユキさんに勝つことで自分が正しいことを証明したかったんだと思う。バカよね。いくら売り上げで勝ったってそんな心構えのやつが勝てるわけないのに。
キララ、お前はユキに憧れていたんだな。
憧れか。そうね。そうかもしれないわね。自分には絶対になれない存在、そして自分がなりたかった存在だからこそ執着していたのね、私は。今さらそれが分かったわ。ありがとう桐生さん、私の本心に気づかせてくれて。
なに、俺は話を聞いていただけさ。だが今のキララにはユキと同じような温かい魅力を感じる。今のお前なら本当の意味でユキに勝てるかもしれねえぜ。
そうなら現役である以上それを目指さないとね。憧れのユキさんに近づけるように、自分が一番だって胸を張れるように頑張らないと。
ああ、今のキララだったらきっとなれるさ。
Okay. I don't even know what her issue could have been during that. But either way, we need to go do Kana's. If I just do this really quick. Just really quick. Man, ain't nobody gonna get through that. So basically, let me show you how I've been, I should probably just take this into the, I'm just gonna go in here. I don't think I have to be in the top one. I've just been kind of leveling up the, other girls. Because why not? Do I look like a man who needs a lot of money? Man, just hurry that up so we can get moving. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? You trying to wait on my neck in the middle of this? Well, he doesn't look like he's gonna have a good time with anybody. After we do this, we should be able to do Kiara's sub-story along with Kana's. And then we'll be done here. You little asshole. How dare he not extend the session. Man, all I know is the rest of my day can probably get very annoying considering what I have to do in Trials of Mana today, which is literally just fight bosses all day. And also have to deal with bullshit RNG to get the third class in Trials of Mana. Also, I figured out there's actually a lot that I have to do in the post-game. Because apparently the post-game is where the real stuff happens. Or so they say. Little asshole.
ありがとうございました。楽しんでいってください。
And who else that guy going kawaii? No. What
い
the
らっしゃいませ。お客様お会計ですね。
Of course you're not gonna extend the session, you're just an ass.
お待たせしました。
お会計ですね。
I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I am not sitting in the very most comfortable position at all. I'm actually getting myself stuck.
まだ来てな。
ここで2分が経過。
お願いします。
お会計ですね。
Why do you all just decline the extensions? What's wrong with you?
ようこそ。当社員。
お願いします。
お会計ですね。
ありがとうございました。盛り上がりましたか。
いらっしゃいませ。また来たで。お客様。
お待たせしました。
当社員。フィーバータイムだ。残り時間はあとわずかや。いらっしゃいませ。お客様。
最高やな。
盛り上がりましょう。
あかんわ。
ようこそ。当社員。
生かしてるわ。
いらっしゃいませ。
Just need to have this finished so I can get the final scenes. I care not for the money. Oh man, the oil baron. Should I go crazy with it now?
パーティーはこれからだ。ありがとうございます。楽しいですね。
Wow, they hardly actually went anywhere. Okay then, but now we are ready for the sub-stories, so I will just put this stuff over here.
すいません。
Kitty-san, are you busy right now?
ん？
Why? What's up? I need to get my drink so I can clear my throat when needed, because I know I'm gonna need it right now. You know, I also feel like somewhere down the road of recording, I think I somehow messed up and somehow swapped, or because I've been recording trials and Yakuza at the same day, like, you know, get 10 videos a day. I feel like somehow I thought I was starting with trials, and now I'm starting the day with Yakuza, and I'm like, how'd I do that? Anyway, why? What's up? I know this is vague, but I'd like you to come with me somewhere. I can talk now. You know how I told you about one of my old coworkers who got a job nearby? Yeah. Something about how she wasn't getting along too well, right? Yup, I want to see what I can do, but I can't shake the feeling that meeting up with her could go badly. Kana, you just need to speak your heart. If she rejects that, you've done all you could. You're right, but I'm scared. I know it's a lot to ask, but I feel better if you were there, Kitty-san. I understand completely. I'll be there for moral support. That would mean the world to me. Thank you, Kitty-san. So your old coworker works around here? Yeah, pretty sure. Oh, there she is. That's Mazumi-chan. It looks like she's getting into an argument. Uh-oh. You were up to our club with that stuck-up attitude? It's rude to us and it trips up our customers, you know? Yeah, tripping up like that in front of our whole club. Get it together, I only tripped because your foot was sticking out. Hey, are you accusing Tomoi of tripping you on purpose? That's a pretty serious accusation. I would never trip a coworker. I think we've heard enough of your complaints. You're the noob here, so shut your mouth and get in line, okay? I'm not complaining. I just want to be able to do my job. Do your job? What do you think we're doing then? Slacking off? If I'm being honest, yeah. Excuse me? For a new hire, you got an awfully big mouth. I heard a rumor you got fired from your last job. Was it for acting like a snobby bitch? Mizumi-chan. What? Cat got your tongue? You gonna cry now? I did get fired, but it was my fault. I was jealous of a girl who worked hard and I pulled her down for it. When it was over, I realized how shameful I'd been to her. I regret all the things I did to her, even now. So now I'm trying to walk in her shoes. No matter how tough you make my life, I'll do my best. Just like Kana. I can't believe it. I've heard enough of this lecture. You need to be put in your place. Oh my Jesus Christ. Sup, Tomei? Oh, Masaru-kun, this chick is talking shit on us. Is she now? She's a real bitch. Mind giving her a piece of my mind for us? Sure, I can handle her. No. Don't you lay a finger on her. Now I could have gotten louder, but there are still people here, and I've also just woken up, so I'm trying to adjust myself. I know, I say the same thing every time. Look at Kiryu, who's like, oh no. Kana? Who the hell are you? I'm Kana, an old friend of Mizumi-chan's, and I won't let you hurt her. Kana? But what the hell? The bitches are multiplying. Think you're up for double trouble, Masaru-kun? Oh yeah, she's a real cutie. I know exactly how to handle these two. Damn, she's gonna throw hands! Only a scumbag thinks he can solve a fight between women with his fists. Kiryu-san! Who the hell are you? A manager? A bodyguard? Doesn't matter. But if you want to hurt them, you're going through me first. Sure, I've got 2 prizes waiting for me after I beat you down. You ain't got shit, buddy. Let me show you what prizes you've earned. I guess I can't do that one. Hold on. There's gotta be a good prize around here somewhere. Doesn't look like there is any kind of good prize around here. What? Dragon engine, I swear. Anyway. There's not even any sound of this stupid-ass sword. Come here. Why is there nothing to throw him into? There. Impossible. You lost, Masaru? No way. If you even think about harming our hostess, I'm going to be there. You got that? Yeah, it's real clear. Hey, don't leave us with him. Kitty-san, thank you. Yeah, I was about to get bad. Sorry, Kiryu-san. Kana. Mizumi-chan, you're not hurt, are you? Kana, I'm so sorry. I've done such terrible things, and I blamed it all on you. I was such a despicable person. I couldn't ask you to forgive me, but I want you to know that I'm sorry. Mazumi-chan, it's okay. Huh? Mazumi-chan? Oh my god, this sub-story song, it never stops. Anyway, Mazumi-chan, I think you know how I felt now, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. As far as we're concerned, apology accepted. Kana. You want to shake on it? That would lighten up the mood. Handshake? Yeah, to put everything in the past. We may have had our differences, but part of that was my fault too. I should have made more of an effort. So if we can both admit our faults, I think it's time to shake hands and be friends this time. You're really okay with that, Kana? Of course. You don't still hate me, do you, Masumi-chan? No, how could I? Kana, you're an incredible person. Thank you, Kana. So, can we really be friends? Of course! A true women handshake. Well, I say we celebrate with a meal. It's on me today, Kana-chan. Wait, did you say a meal? Are you sure, Masumi-chan? Yeah, it's the least I can do. What would you like? How about sushi? Sounds great. Yay, sushi. Sushi,
Oi.
sushi, sushi. Hey, you don't know what you just signed up for. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? Sushi with Kana is dangerous. About no less than 200 plates last time. 200... What? Otoro ikuro uni. Otoro uni 200... Oh no. Masumi-chan, are you coming? Sorry, let's take a rain check. What? Masumi-chan, I thought we were friends now. Friendship sure has its challenges, hmm? I can't remember if all the hostesses in here are, you know, actual real people. I at least know for a fact that Kana is an actual... I think being a hostess is her job in real life. Like, if you don't know the Yakuza series, most of the time the hostess girls are usually real life people.
Kiryu-san.
Anyway, let's get this done. She has business to discuss. Oh, hello. Yes, I could escape for a while. Oh, I'm so happy we get to see each other again so soon. And if it gets late, you'll stay the night at my place, right? Oh, who's she going with? Huh? Oh, don't worry about that. I'm just happy to spend more time with you. Kiryu-san, this sounds intimate. I didn't know Yuki-san had a boyfriend, though.
Yeah.
That's not what this is. Let's not jump to conclusions, although they certainly must be close. I'll say, I've never seen Yuki-san this happy. Yes, let's meet up then. See you soon.
Kiryu-san.
Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. What is it? I just made some plans. Will you be okay if I take off for the day? Oh, yes, of course. Have fun? Yup, see you later. So Yuki-san finally got a boyfriend. Well, considering her age, at this point she could have had a husband or two. Oh, do my ears detect fresh drama? Let me in on it. Nothing too juicy, just Yuki-san going off to rendezvous with her boyfriend. What? Yuki-san has a boyfriend? Yep. Oh, shit! Koyuki-chan? She really just died from that knowledge. Wow, Yuki-san is dating. Why do I feel like a ton of bricks? Is this how birds feel when their chicks leave the nest? Yuki is 39. Yeah, not a chick no matter how you slice it, but was that call really from her boyfriend? Well, I suppose we can't say for sure, but it was pretty heavy stuff. About spending the night at her place. Oh my, how juicy. But something's bugging me. Why wouldn't Yuki-san tell us she had a boyfriend? Maybe she's maybe she's keeping her private life private. But this is Yuki-san we're talking about. Even if she wanted to keep it a secret, she would have slipped by now. Good point. When I asked once, she got all indignant. But then she begged me to set her up if I knew anyone good. Pretty sure she was almost crying. So if she did get a boyfriend, it would have been recent. But if it's a recent thing, why is she already inviting him to stay the night? I guess girls move fast these days. Yuki's not a girl these days. She's 39. Well, Kiryu, come on. We could be looking at marriage fraud. Marriage fraud? Yeah, it's an old trick. Men sweet talk older unmarried women into marriage and they disappear with the wedding funds. What? I mean, no way. Yuki-san would never fall for such an obvious scam. Scratch that, she totally would. This is all starting to make sense. Maybe this fraudster told Yuki-san not to tell anyone about their little tryst. That would also explain how quickly things are moving. I'm sure she wants to get the ball rolling before he gets caught. I'm sure he, not she. I can't say for sure, but I think we can all agree Yuki-san would be susceptible to a scam. I'm getting worried.
Kiryu-san.
Kiryu-san, we need to act. What are we doing? Isn't it obvious? Anyone who tries to scam my lifelong rival will die by my hand. We're going to confront this con artist. Yeah, I guess. It's not even anything like that. She's probably talking to a sister, mother, father. It's a beautiful day. She looks so content. She really does. Hopefully this mystery man really is her boyfriend. Agreed. If he turns out to be a con artist. Poor Yuki-san. Alright, I know the timer's going off, but I'm just gonna ignore that. Is someone there? Damn. Get down! Me and my overactive imagination. Yuki-san's sharper than she looks. Yeah, close call. But how long has she been waiting now, anyway? It's already been 15... God, yeah! It's already been 15 minutes. The odds of her being scammed are going up with every passing second. It's probably all part of his nefarious plan. He's trying to throw her off to make her seem like she can't make rational decisions. Someone's coming. Hey, Yuki, I made it. Sorry I'm late. Oh, no, I just got here myself. Oh, Yuki-san, you were waiting 15 minutes. She's so considerate. What's this guy's deal? He's older than dirt. Yeah, old is right. He's practically... She told me once her ideal man was a prince, but this guy's more of a chancellor. There's a saying in English that says, love is blind, Kitty-san. It clouds your judgment. Well, we should get going. They're on the move, Kitty-san. We need to tail them. Right. This has gotta be her dad. It's been a while since we've been able to sit down for a quiet meal together. Good night, I'm sorry I've been so bad about calling. They're getting along so well. True, but, Kyoto? Do you think we're crossing any ethical boundaries here? Hey, we just happened to enter the same restaurant as Yuki-san and her mummy man. It's a free country. I guess that's one way to put it. You caught me off guard when you came over the other night. You have to let me know before you just show up next time. Sorry, Yuki, I was so excited to see you, I just couldn't help but come over. Oh, you... This is giving me thoughts I'd rather not have. My inspiration. My rival. Yuki-san, you're being played by this crusty huck. Yeah, but what if he really is her boyfriend? Shouldn't we be happy for her in that case? You're right. If he's not a con artist and he'll treat her with respect, it would be best for her. Alright, before I forget, here's this month's payment. Oh, nice. Thank you, Yuki-chan. I love you. Did money just change hands, or am I going to need glasses like Yuki-san? It did, and you might. Maybe he's sick, you know? He might need money for an upcoming surgery or something. Despite how old he looks, he sure doesn't seem ill. That's true. Maybe she was really getting conned.
Yeah.
No, it's not enough that she gave him money. There could still be a good reason for it. That's true. I have something important to tell you, Yuki-chan. I've met someone. I may even marry her. What? This again? How am I supposed to respond to something like that? Did he really just tell her he has another woman waiting in the wings? Right to her face? He must be using it as rubbish to dump her. And he'll make her pay even more money to keep her around, I bet. A textbook scam artist. I admit my blood's starting to boil. Why are some women so weak to these parasites? He's got this marriage fraud thing down to a science. I think we've nailed him, Kiryu-san. Remember, this is Yuki-san we're talking about here. It could be a big mix-up, so we need to wait and see. What? Aren't you giving Yuki-san a little too much credit here? She's got "dupe me" practically taped to her forehead. Well, I admit that caught me off guard, but if you have a new flame, who am I to stand in your way? Thanks a ton, Yuki. Yuki, you're letting this man walk all over you. That's why I came to Osaka, honestly. Oh my god, I like fucking yawned in like less than 5 minutes. It was like 4 times or whatever. It was important enough to tell you in person. Oh, Dad, I feel like we had this exact same conversation last time. I knew it. Dad? Huh? What? Kiryu-san and Kiyata-chan? What are you two doing here? Yeah, about that. The way Kiryu just sunk. Me, a con man, trying to dupe Yuki. I must really have that look, don't I? I don't find this amusing at all. I didn't the first time either. You're really Yuki-san's father then? Indeed I am. I hear my Yuki has been quite the thorn in your side. Sorry, young lady. Then what was the money for? Yuki-san, why are you paying your own father? You saw that too? Forshine was struggling for a little while, so my dad helped me out with a loan. I've been paying him back a little every month. And I'd like to use it to help me get remarried. I figured I'd tell her the news in person too. I say remarried, but this is a remarriage. I got divorced from my second wife, but it seems I found a winter romance. So that's the real story, huh? I'm sorry I jumped to conclusions. I didn't mean to call your father a con artist. It's quite alright. I'm just glad Yuki still has fine people watching over her. To be honest, I wasn't sure Yuki was cut out to be an owner of a cabaret club. Dad? Yuki was gentle, shy, and clumsy as an ox, but there she is, holding the reins to her own club like a queen. And I can tell, you know, my daughter's changed even more. Changed. Maybe this will sound overly sentimental, but I think she's turned into a strong, proud woman. And I have no doubt that she couldn't have done it without people like you working at her side. Dad. And I'm glad I got to meet you, Kiryu-san. Yuki won't shut up about you lately. I was even to be more curious to meet the man behind the myth. Oh. Kiryu-san, I don't see a ring on your finger. You're not married, are you? No, I'm not. I see. Well, have you considered proposing to my lovely daughter? Dad, please! Oops, now I've done it. But all jokes aside, Kiryu-san, Kara-san, please take care of Yuki, just as you have.
Hey.
I will. Naturally. Well then, I should get going. I'm off to see my fiancée. Guys, how many marriage fraudsters do you really think are out there, and much less that I'd fall for one? I'm sorry. You have every right to be mad, but I'm just glad it wasn't a con job. I really was sick with worry. I'm sorry. Kara-chan, I appreciate that, but you have nothing to fear. I've learned a thing or two about a con artist in this business, and as an owner, there's no way I'd fall for such a lowbrow trick. Even if everyone else is caught in a web of lies, I know I would see through to the truth. Good to know, Yuki-san. Oh, my phone. Just a sec. It's gonna end up the same way. Maybe she does have a boyfriend. Dad, is that you? What's wrong? What? You got conned? What? The woman you were going to remarry with was a con artist? She took all the money and ran? Dad, please, I thought you were smarter than this. Let's just hope the apple landed far away from the tree. Yeah. Well. If it wasn't going to be Yuki who fell for it, it sure was her father. But that is... Well, actually, we're not exactly done with Forshine, because as soon as I step out of these doors, another sub-story is supposed to begin. But, we're practically done with all of the hostess things that need to be done with.